is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading. A reading from the book of Job, chapter 3, verses 1 to 3, 11 to 17, 20 to 23. Job opened his mouth and cursed his day. Job spoke out and said, "Perish the day on which I was born, the night when they said, 'The child is a boy.' Why did I not perish at birth, come forth from the womb and expire? Or why was I not buried away like an untimely birth, like babes that have never seen the light? Wherefore did the knees receive me? Or why did I suck at the breast? For then I should have lain down and been tranquil. Had I slept, I should then have been at rest with kings and counselors of the earth, who built where now there are ruins, or with princesses who had gold and filled their houses with silver. There the wicked cease from troubling, there the weary are at rest. Why is light given to the toilers, and life to the bitter in spirit? They wait for death, and it comes not. They search for it rather than for hidden treasures. Rejoice in it extinguishingly, and are glad when they reach the grave. Those whose path is hidden from them, and whom God has hemmed in. This is the word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 9, verses 51 to 56. When the days for Jesus to be taken up were fulfilled, he resolutely determined to journey to Jerusalem, and he sent messengers ahead of him. On the way, they entered a Samaritan village to prepare for his reception there, but they would not welcome him, because the destination of his journey was Jerusalem. When the disciples, James and John, saw this, they asked, "Lord, do you want us to call down fire from heaven to consume them?" Jesus turned and rebuked them, and they journeyed to another village. The Gospel of the Lord.
There are people in our lives that at times they would wish for the good of ourselves. But on the other hand, there are some people who would not wish for the good, but on the contrary. And among these people, who would be I am? Am I a person who is wishing for the good the other? Or else am I a person who is not wishing for the good, but who is looking for bad things to come upon the people, upon the other? In the same way, when Jesus was heading towards Jerusalem, he opted for a shorter way, and so he intended to go through Samaria, where the people, they were not happy so because of Jesus is going to Jerusalem. His intention is going to Jerusalem, not to go to Samaria and to be with them, but to go to Jerusalem. And in this background, it is said, James and John, they wanted Jesus and they wanted to bring fire upon them, for they intended for the bad to happen to Jesus and to the disciples. Whereas it is said, Jesus rebuked these disciples, and he just went away through this village. He just let it go, my dear friends. In this manner, there will be people always behind of us who are pushing us towards our goal, but there will be people always around us who are not pushing us, but on the other hand, they would always put down us. They would always make us weak. They would always make us see vulnerable. Thereby, let us always take this example of Jesus. Though the others would always push ourselves down, it is not our duty to judge them as Jesus did. Let it go. They would push you back. They would harm us. They would just block our way. They would make the things not to happen as we were wished for. That is their intention. But it is not our intention to judge them. But it is the Lord God who has the authority to judge them and who has the power to treat such people according to their acts, according to their intentions. Thereby, let us not wish bad for the others, and let us not wish bad for the others who are wishing, intending bad things to fall down upon us. Instead, let us just let them go away, for the Lord will look after that.